Hello, today I'm going to talk to you about how to build an interactive PowerPoint so that students can each go and use the PowerPoint to move things. So all you do is create your PowerPoint and you put your photos, your JPEGs or whatever to the side, and the students are able to move them. So this is an example of matter that I did for first grade. Here, let's see, put the circle around the mistake. Correct picture is in the box. So there's the mistake. I put the circle there. Let me go to the next one. All right, and these were pretty hard. So the mistake is here, and this should go here. This was an example that I did for first grade again. I've done more since then for second and kindergarten. This was one of the first ones I did, following directions. Sometimes you have to make sure that it's small enough they can see everything. Read the directions, put the items where they belong. This was all clip art. The couch is in front of the fireplace. Put the table under the painting. Put the chair to the right of the table. Put the lamp on the table. Put the rug in front of the door. Okay, so there's a whole example. I did several of these. We're going to do a very simple one today. Today we are going to put the parts of the flower, label the parts of the flower. So I created this flower in Paint. I drew it. You can get pictures from lots of different places, but this one I drew. Formatting your background, I chose just a blue color for right now. I'll show you how to put a different kind of background in a little bit later. So I'll apply it all close. All right, so insert. I'm going to insert text box. This is going to be my title. Parts of a flower. This is my front page. What I typically will do is I'll save this later on as a read-only, and I will upload it onto my Face of My Classroom website. Sometimes I have my students access it from there, and sometimes I have my students access it from our school server, but that may be changing over the next little while, so I'm looking at different options, but putting it up on the website is a great one. All right, parts of a flower. A lot of times I will also insert text box. I like to put who created this. So created by Mrs. G at www.ecatechlab.weebly.com, May 2013. All right, and sometimes I'll actually put this in master view. I'm not going to do that right now. Now I want to, should we make this a little bit smaller? Excuse me. There we go. Make it a little bit smaller. There we go. Okay, perfect. Started off in the corner. Sometimes I make it almost a watermark. Now I want to make another page exactly like this. So I'm going to right-click on this and duplicate my slide. Now this one, I do not need the title. I do need to insert text box. I want to start labeling. I liked that font. This time I want my font to be orange. I want it bold. Petal. I'm going to make sure I click on it, do a copy paste. I'm using my shortcut keys, Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Now I'm going to change this to seeds. Click off of it, do another paste. Let's see, stem. Click off of it, do another paste. Leaf. And I think roots. Now my students, I've trained them, root, stem, leaf, petals, yes. I've trained my students how to move things. However, it is harder to move a text box than, say, a regular picture. So what I'm going to do, I want to show you how I do this as well. I'm going to hit print screen on my keyboard, and I'm going to toggle over to my paint, and here I'm going to do it again. Toggle over to my paint. I just hit Control V. There is my document that I just had. I'm going to select and take a. I'm selecting each word. Control C. I toggle back to my document. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these. I hit Control and I'm highlighting them. They're not wanting to work. Let's try that this way. Okay, so I just, let me go back, I'm sorry. I highlighted Petal and Paint. I hit Control C. I go back to PowerPoint and I hit Control V, and now this is a JPEG or a small graphic, and it can be moved a little more easily. So there's Petal. I toggle back. I'm going to select Roots, Control C to copy, Control V to paste. I'm going to put it over here with my group of words, and I'm going to do this for each one of my words. Control C, Control V to paste. When you start using those shortcut keys, you go so much quicker. Control C, Control V. I've taught even my little first and second graders how to use those. I'm encouraging all my students to use the shortcut keys. Control C, Control V. All right, there are my words. I'm going to go ahead and close my paint. Don't need to save that at this time. All right, so here's my document. Now, I need some directions. Insert text box. And with little people, since this is going to be kindergarten, of course, I'm going to verbally tell them the directions as well. But let me write them. Move the words to label each part of the picture. Right. And I want to give them some directions about where they're going, so I'm going to go up to Insert, Shapes, and choose an arrow. There's an arrow. I'm going to right-click on it, choose Format Shape. I want it to be 3 points, nice thick arrow, and I'm going to make it red. There we go. Oh, let me try doing that backwards. Okay, so there's my petal. It's highlighted. I'm going to hit Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Go over here, switch it around, because that'll be my seeds. I'm copying another one. This can be my leaf. Let's copy another one, switch it around, and move that down to be my stem, and copy one more. There are my roots. So now the students would be able to move these to go where they belong. Now this is just a very short, quick one page. I probably wouldn't spend a lot of time just to do one page. I would probably map out 3, 4, or 5 pages, because something like this, the students will spend more time locating and opening than they will to actually do it. So you want to have it to be worthwhile. But as a demonstration to show you what you can do, this is a good example. I am going to show you one other way to put a different kind of background. I'm going to go over, and I've already chosen some backgrounds that I like. I found some blue sky. I'm going to right-click on it, and I'm going to, actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just print screen. Print screen, go to my paint, and paste it. Make that a little bit smaller. Oh, it's got both screens on it. Select all. I'm going to, I just really want this right here. I'm going to hit Control C, Control N for new. I don't want to save it. And Control V. There we go. So this is going to be my background that I want for my, what I'm going to want for the background of my PowerPoint. I go over here, so I have my blue sky. That looks good. Now I want my dirt. View original image. And I'm going to once again hit print screen. This time I'm going to open a new paint. And Control V puts my paint on there. And I'm going to select a piece like that. I like that piece. Control C to copy. I'm going to minimize this. Get rid of that. And I go back to my paint that has my blue sky. I'm going to Control V to put my dirt on. So there's my dirt. Okay. I'm going to go back to my Google Chrome. I think that grass looks pretty cool. I'm going to hit View Original Image, Print Screen, go to my paint again. I have two to choose from. I don't want to cover up the one I'm working on, so I'll go to the other one. Control V to copy. I think I want to take more of like the top of this. Let's see how that looks. Control C to copy. I toggle back to my other screen. Let me layer this in. That looks all right. I'm going to change the size of it. Copy. Control N for a new one. I don't want to save it. And Control V copies it again. And sorry if I'm going kind of fast. I actually do this all the time. All right, so here's my background. I want to save it. So I'm going to save it. And for today, I'm just going to put it on my desktop. And I'm going to call it Dirt. And I can close that. I can close. I don't want to save that. And I can close that. So here I am, back to my slide. I'm going to hit Control. Sorry, find a blank spot. I'm going to hit right mouse click, Format Background. And this time I'm going to put, let's see, Picture or Fill. And I'm going to choose from a file. And it's on my desktop. And there's my dirt. I'm going to insert this. Okay, I want to apply to all. And I'm going to move it right there. I go to the next one. If it's moved down here, I do need to move my my arrows a bit. And what I've done in the past is I've actually, kind of adjusted how I made this to work. If I'm using a brown down here, I need to change that color. You want to look around and see what you need to change. There it is. My directions up here. If I were to do this again, I might have done this first and then added. But this is basically how to make an interactive PowerPoint. What I do is I will save this. I'm going to go ahead just to show you, put it on my desktop. And it's going to save presentation. If I right mouse click and I go to properties, I would save this as a read only. And so when it opens for the students, especially if they get it from our driver, it's a read only and they have to save it as a different name so it won't cover this one up. That is a rather fast-paced tutorial on how to make an interactive PowerPoint. Thank you very much.